Welcome back, warriors. It's me, Linda B. Thank you all so much for joining me here today. Woo, we have got big news concerning the attempted assassinations of Donald Trump. Well, the one in Butler, Pennsylvania, anyway. We've got big news. A whistleblower, guys, a whistleblower comes up and forward and gives information about who was behind this whole thing against Donald Trump. Before we get into it, don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications so that you are always alerted of new content. This is explosive. I mean, literally explosive. A whistleblower has come forth. Now, I just want to say hello to everyone. Hello, Michael Rodriguez, Iron Ear, June Stanley. Hello, Tracy Brenna. Hello to everyone. As we always do, we're going to start off with a word of prayer. Guys, I need you to share this information all over the place, as well as my video with Big Tish was caught. I need you to share that video everywhere. Dear Father, in Jesus' name, we come before you praying for protection, Father. We pray for just a dome of protection, your spiritual protection over this country, Father, that you protect us in every way, Father. Let the eyes of your people be open to the truth, Father. Let the scales of darkness and lies fall from all of our eyes, Father. And we thank you so much that we love you with our whole hearts and love each other as ourselves. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, guys, thank you so much. Now, I'm just going to read. Now, this is from a whistleblower now. I'm just going to read it. This is the criminal affidavit. Okay, this is crazy. It says, I, Hadassah Feinberg, affiant, I think that's what that says, and federal whistleblower hereby allege that defendant Joshua Shapiro is in his personal, individual, and official capacity facilitated, organized, and carried out his plan to assassinate Donald Trump on July 13th, 2024. Now, this is allegedly. I'm just going to say alleged. It says alleged in the document. Just got to protect myself. But this is out here. This woman's name is Hadassah Feinberg. And in case you don't know who Joshua Shapiro is, he is the current governor of Pennsylvania. I don't have to tell you that, yeah, that was in his jurisdiction, Butler, Pennsylvania, Saturday, July 13th, 2024, at around 6:11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, defendant Shapiro was unsuccessful in completing his mission. But he is responsible for organizing and facilitating it, injuring the current president and causing the murder of Corey Comparatori. We remember that man that was unalived, okay? He was a firefighter, retired firefighter, married with 2 daughters, a girl dad, an outstanding citizen by all accounts, went to church frequently, a believer and supporter of Donald Trump, a believer of God and supporter of Donald Trump. Defendant Shapiro conspired and colluded with Pennsylvania officials, namely Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Christopher Paris, to carry out the attempted assassination of President Donald J. Trump on July 13, 2024. Defendant Shapiro commented the facilitation and coordination of the attempted assassination by utilizing Pennsylvania State Trooper Commissioner Christopher Paris to conceal the crimes. So he was working with local people to conceal the crimes, according to this criminal affidavit. I'm going to say again, alleged, okay? And this whistleblower, it says Hadassah Feinberg. Now, y'all remember, and also let me just say this too. I just want to say this. I was going to just post about this on my other, like other places like Rumble and Locals, but I saw that you guys had not viewed it. So I'm forced to give it to you here, okay? And I just want to be very careful with my wording, but again, alleged, all right? And this is mind-blowing. This is outright insanity to me. I cannot believe, I didn't think him though. I didn't think about Shapiro, the governor of Pennsylvania, okay? It says defendant Christopher Paris, who again is the Pennsylvania State Trooper Commissioner, Okay. Defendant Christopher Paris made false and inconsistent statements under oath to the Senate Judiciary Committee around August 2024. He falsified statements to thwart and impede the criminal investigation and obscure the discovery of facts leading up to the attempted assassination in Butler, Pennsylvania. Defendants Josh Shapiro and Christopher Paris's actions were willful and not a security failure, as defendant Paris testified under oath to the Senate Judiciary Committee. This man flat out lied, according to this. He flat out allegedly lied. And you remember Kim Cheadle, who was the former director of Secret Service, and how they were like, she failed on her job. See, they need to go in my opinion, and investigate her as well. They need to bring her back and get some answers from her about this particular thing, because they were looking at it like a security failure. But according to this, it was deliberate, it was planned, it was not a security failure. And wait till I read you the rest of this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but wait till I read you the rest of this. You are going to, and which I kind of felt this was the case all along anyway. All right, on July 13th, 2024, President Donald J. Trump was shot from the Pennsylvania State Police perimeter at the Butler, Pennsylvania rally. It was not within the perimeter assigned to the United States Secret Service, and all the statements relating to the Secret Service's failure are false. In his sworn testimony, defendant Paris, that's Christopher Paris, fabricated, distorted, and willfully blamed the United States Secret Service for security failures in efforts to divert the criminal investigation and conceal the crimes. Both defendants, Christopher Paris and Josh Shapiro, are named on a RICO lawsuit at the Pennsylvania Commonwealth Court for their ongoing crimes and public corruption and fraud in the state of Pennsylvania against thousands of whistleblowers. What? Thousands of whistleblowers, witnesses, and victims. See Hadassah Feinberg et al., Scott A. Evans. On February 5th, 2025, at least five provided witnesses testimony to the state and federal crimes committed by defendant Shapiro spanning over 10 years. This is Governor Josh Shapiro. Got crimes spanning over 10 years, including Gregory Steinstrom, Leah Hoops, and Sean Connolly. In the days leading up to the attempted assassination, Alex Soros, that's the son of George Soros, made credible threats to assassinate President Donald J. Trump. He has never faced any criminal investigations despite his valid threats. Defendant Josh Shapiro, a close confidant of Soros and recipient of large campaign donations, carried out the premeditated plan to thwart President Donald Trump from being elected. Defendant Shapiro was actively engaged in laundering funds with Ukraine. The verified election of President Donald J. Trump would not only expose Shapiro's federal laundering, but expose multiple officials from the Democratic Party who were laundering millions of taxpayer dollars. Before I read the rest of this, I got to see what you guys are saying. Okay, I got to see what you're saying. I need you guys to smash like, comment, share, subscribe, hit all notifications. This is mind-blowing. Share this everywhere you can. Please text it, send it out all over social media, put it everywhere. I mean it, because this is why they did not want Donald Trump in. They did everything they possibly could to stop this man. But what God has to be will be. You cannot stop what God has to be. And see, a lot of people on the demon rat side got that communist, atheistic way of thinking. They don't believe in God. They don't have the very fear of God. Like a lot of us, we could not even fathom doing something like this. But I bet you these demons out here don't even lose any sleep. Okay, they don't lose any sleep. They are horrible. Let's see what you're saying here. Yes, hit that like button. All right, what are you saying? Let's see. Biden and Kamala both visited Pennsylvania many times last spring and summer. Okay. You love my show. God bless you. Thank you guys. Ooh, I can't wait to see. Ooh, let me just go ahead and read the rest of it. It's a little difficult to read. I can't seem to make this bigger. I apologize for that. Let me see if I've read this. Okay. In the weeks leading up to, I think I read that. Defendant Joshua Shapiro and Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Christopher Paris are guilty and liable of willful misconduct, and their plans to facilitate and organize the attempted assassination must be investigated and charged. Defendant Shapiro is guilty of committing thousands of crimes, including but not limited to threatening, intimidating, and stalking federal whistleblowers, including this Affiant and her children, obstructing and tampering with the murder investigation of Ellen Greenberg, actively obstructing and facilitating election interference in Delaware County, Pennsylvania, obstructing justice and threatening Matthew and Caroline Peterson, obstructing the murder investigation of a 9-year-old, obstructing the murder investigation of a 19-month-old, and obstructing the criminal investigation of abuse, sexual misconduct against JG through Michelle Henry, obstructing the criminal investigation of, let's see, I can't really read that, but I do remember seeing where Joe Biden met. Let me see. I think I skipped something. In the days leading up to the attempted assassination, George Soros, he was involved in that. Okay. Defendant Josh Shapiro is close confidant of Soros and a recipient of large campaign, carried out the premeditated plan to thwart Trump. Defendant Shapiro was actively engaged in laundering funds with Ukraine. He was engaged in laundering funds with Ukraine. The verified election of Donald J. Trump would not only expose Shapiro's federal laundering, but expose multiple officials from the Democratic Party. It says defendant Josh invited President Zelensky to meet with him in person in 2024, where he physically signed, it says, bombs in an unprecedented photo op with the Ukrainian president. And I did see something where Joe Biden, oh, there it is. In the weeks leading up to the Trump rally, this is leading up to the Trump rally, then President Joseph R. Biden made frequent visits to defendant Joshua Shapiro to discuss the obstacle faced by the Democratic Party. You know, that obstacle's name is Donald J. Trump. Joshua Shapiro organized, schemed, and planned it out in the attempted assassination of then former President Donald J. Trump. They had no idea it wasn't going to work, and the man was going to end up Donald J. Trump being president again. Wow. Biden meeting up there with him. Now, remember that comment that Jim Crow Joe said that we need to put a bull's eye on Trump? And a few days later, and I'm going to read this. This is from Richard A. Goldinger, District Attorney in Butler County. It says, I am in receipt of your private criminal complaint, which you have filed against Governor Joshua Shapiro for his alleged involvement in the attempted homicide of former President Donald J. Trump on July 13th, 2024 in Butler County, Pennsylvania. Please be advised, there are multiple investigations currently being conducted by various governmental agencies. Due to these pending investigations, I am disapproving your private criminal complaint. This is Richard A. Goldinger, District Attorney of Butler County. What in the entire world? All 2025, we thought 2024 was going to be exposing evil. It has nothing compared to the year 2025. This is horrific. Horrific. This is huge. Now, Jim Crow Joe is going to have some explaining to do. He's going to have some explaining to do. This is insanity to me. And what are you saying? If people would just research Biden, when he first started in the Senate, he voted against anything that helped minorities. Then Obama came along and he knew Biden would do his bidding of tearing blacks. And you saying that Governor of Pennsylvania was involved in the assassination of Trump. That's what that whistleblower is saying. I'm going to say allegedly. Allegedly, everything shall be exposed because God is in control. Thank you. I love your show and I love all the information you give us. God bless you. God bless you as well. Well, sis, I can't spread the words because they are Democrats. So sick, sick, sick. Please be careful because the Democrat Party is going after everyone. I know Obama sent out that order. That's why he's running. I heard Candace Owens got some USAID money today too. Get them all, Pam Bondi. That's what I was saying, Pam Bondi. Wow, I would bet Obama was involved since he visited Pennsylvania several times. I don't trust Democrats, period. Most of families in lots of church members, they are Democrats. So is me alone believe in Jesus. So I'm going to read another article. It's so crazy. It is so crazy. And I also want to say somebody posted about USAID. 93% of USAID funding is estimated to be fraud. According to reports I've seen, allegedly, okay? Allegedly. I just got to pull up this other thing. I can't believe it. It's finally coming out. I want to see what people got to say now. Those people that voted Demon Red. What you got to say now? What you got to say? All right, so here is the Daily Plot, and it states, this article seems to be a left-leaning article, okay? It says a self-proclaimed whistleblower is convincing the right that Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, a Democrat, I ain't have to tell you Josh Shapiro was a Democrat, orchestrated the July assassination attempt on President Donald Trump in Butler, Pennsylvania. In a criminal complaint that gained traction on Truth Social, Hadassah Feinberg alleged that Shapiro facilitated, organized, and carried out his plan to assassinate Trump. The complaint was filed to the Butler County District Attorney on February 7th and details unfounded assertions that Shapiro conspired with other officials to orchestrate the attack as part of a political scheme. Though the case is garnering widespread attention on social media, it's been previously dismissed. Of course, Daily Dot must be a left-leaning organization. In July, Feinberg filed a similar complaint that the local district attorney tossed, citing the myriad investigations into the assassination attempt. However, the refiled complaint comes at a time himself has revived attention on the assassination attempt against him, saying he ordered the Secret Service to hand over details on both. Y'all, this is crazy. This is crazy. Now, the left-leaning media is going to say this is unfounded. They got the right believing in this. This is dismissed. It's crazy. But is it? I don't care how much they try to hide this mess. It's going to come out. Now, Trump saying he wants all the investigative information on the attempts on his life, on both of those attempts, the one in Butler and West Palm Beach, Florida, right outside his golf course. You remember, what's his name? Ryan Ralph was the one there. And, I never believe that these people are acting alone. Okay. That's just the fall guy. Then you've got Thomas Matthew Crooks was the, 20-year-old that was unalived on top of that roof, saying they tried to make it look like it was just, a lone wolf kind of thing. But that young man, 20 years old, had ties to, allegedly the FBI, $1.5 million in overseas accounts. That looks very fishy. Okay. And I did videos on that already. You guys can check those out. But this is some BS. This is a hot mess. Okay. And also, Iran wanted to take Trump out for getting rid of Soleimani. And he's been facing threats from that source as well. So we have to continue to pray. Pray without ceasing. Pray like everybody's life depends on it. We know who God is using in this time. No, the man's not perfect, but neither are we. Okay. We're not perfect either. And the fact that you've got Joseph Biden, the president at that time, according to this whistleblower, actually meeting with the governor of Pennsylvania. And you remember people were pointing, going, look, there's someone on the roof. And the officials in Butler were looking like lost. And the Secret Service, nobody responded. That was very fishy. I did those videos on that. I'm going to pull this up just to refresh everybody's memory, because these people are so, so incredibly evil. It is beyond comprehension. But we remember that. I know you do. People were, people seeing the sniper, and no one said anything. I mean, literally no one said anything. They didn't do anything. People were yelling and screaming and saying, you know, there's someone on the roof. I'm going to just share this with you guys because this will just, and everybody was acting like they didn't see it. They didn't know what was going on. Excuse me. Okay. All right, here we go. Wow. Now there were people yelling like minutes before, like way before. And I also want to mention too that Thomas Matthew Crooks was in allegedly in communication with, I want to say the FBI. Yes, the FBI 2 weeks prior to Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th. And I'm going to just say allegedly. So it's hard to know exactly if all these things are true, but history, I'm just saying, warriors, history has shown us that there's a fall guy, that there's higher powers that be that are really behind it. That's why we got to get these JFK, MLK, and RFK files, right? We want everything. Donald Trump says he has a right to know who tried to take him out. He does have a right to know. Wouldn't you want to know? Okay? Wouldn't you want to know? And Donald Trump also made it very clear that if they tried to get rid of him, if Iran tried to take him out, he said it's going to be hell to pay. He would obliterate Iran. He said he just going to say it. He will obliterate them if they tried to do that to him. Obliterate. The man doesn't mince words. He'll say it's going to be hell to pay. Now, you know, he speaks a little rough, but he's more real and relatable. Let's see what else we got going on here. Don't forget to smash like. I remember seeing them signing. Oh, yeah. Oh, my goodness. We know that George Soros is behind the lots of all this, including all the demonstrations of the illegals. How do you think his people keep coming to complain 7 days in a row? Who's giving the money? Biden and Obama were both probably involved. Deep state in action. I really believe that, okay? The whistleblower went to the FBI last March to expose the plan. Oh, wow. 4 months before it actually happened. That's interesting. Drain the swamp, freedom and justice for all. Not surprised Josh would be behind this because he is complicit. Oh, in Pennsylvania, he knows he is in a lot of trouble. You know, he's got a more than a decade of corruption following him. I'm talking about the governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, has more than a decade of crimes following. This man is very crooked. Not surprised because he's complicit. Okay, I read that. I'm new here. Love your show. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Grace Abounds. Appreciate that. And I love that handle as well. Grace Abounds. We need grace, don't we? All right. Communistic, atheistic is a precise description of the Democrats. And may I add that it also describes some Republicans. Absolutely. I said that in a video today. I said I can't make all the bad come from a demon rat side. Their policies are horrible no matter what Democrat they put up, though. The loudest are the guiltiest. Absolutely. Trump to the rescue. Well, Jesus to the rescue, actually. FEMA paid New York $54 million a week to house illegals in New York. Demon crabs. I mean, two planes collided on a runway in Scottsdale, Arizona today. Got to do a video on that. So hard because I do have a family to take care of here, to be on top of every single thing, but I'll follow that. And see, another of these planes colliding. Now, this is going to be I think this is the third plane crash on a runway. And on the runway, okay, we need to investigate what is actually happening. Guys, this is so crazy to me. I'm going to try and find some more footage here. Let me see. Yeah, Donald Trump is not playing. Y'all know Donald Trump doesn't play, right? Y'all know that man don't play. He's about business. He's not having it. He's not having it. I'm telling you, he's not having it. So this is just like a little clip. It's got Donald Trump talking in it. I'm just going to play it.
I'm Kayla Gaskins in Washington. Donald Trump has now ordered the Secret Service to provide every bit of information they have on his 2 assassination attempts. It's already one of the most memorable moments in American politics. Donald Trump surviving an assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, thanks to a narrow tilt of his head. 2 months later, another man aiming a rifle at Trump while he golfed in Florida. Secret Service spotting the gunman before he could fire off a shot. In an interview with the New York Post, Donald Trump demanding the Secret Service release every bit of information about the 2 would-be assassins, saying he's entitled to know, and they held it back long enough. While neither of the 2 attempts have been linked to Iran thus far, a new book called Revenge, the inside story of Trump's return to power, dives deep into the Iranian assassination plot on Donald Trump, saying it was a far more serious threat than publicly known. Trump has been a target of Iran since 2020, when he ordered the assassination of a top Iranian military leader, Qasem Soleimani. In 2022, the leader of Iran had this animated video on his website depicting an assassination of Trump at Mar-a-Lago. According to the new book, the threat got so serious at one point during the 2024 campaign, Trump flew on decoy planes. Now back in power, Trump has a clear message for Iran should they assassinate him or another top American official.
That would be a terrible thing for them to do, not because of me. If they did that, they would be obliterated. That'd be the end. I've left instructions. If they do it, they get obliterated. There won't be anything left.
The frosty U.S.-Iran relationship showing no signs of thawing. Although Trump has indicated a willingness to negotiate a new nuclear deal with Iran, Iran's leader flat out rejected the idea of holding any talks with the Trump administration.
All right, I just wanted to show you that little clip of Donald Trump saying obliterated. If they get him or any top official, if that happens, there won't be anything left of Iran. He said he will obliterate. And you got to know that they're probably thinking, you know what? He probably means what he says. Yeah, he probably means it. But you guys, this is absolutely incredible that this has come out. Now, I want to see how the left is reporting this. I want to see how they're reporting it, because they're probably trying, again, like that Daily Dot, making it seem like this is just a conspiracy theory. But this person actually has an affidavit, and there's signed letterhead talking about there's multiple investigations, and the fact that they did cremate. I failed to mention that, but I remember they did cremate Thomas Matthew Crook's body, trying to get rid of the evidence. Now, they think we stupid. Do they think we stupid? Okay, because in videos, there are people saying, look, there's someone on the roof. Going to the police. There's someone on the roof, and they acting like dumb. You know what I'm saying? They know how they've been trained on how to handle these situations. It doesn't take anybody that long. As soon as the shot went off from Thomas Matthew Crooks, they got him real quick. They should have got him sooner than that if he the one got the gun. You know what I'm saying? That's just crazy to me. You guys tell me what you think, but I wanted to bring you this. So Hadassah Feinberg, and there are other whistleblowers too. There were at least 5 since February 5th. These people, and one of you commented that this same person mentioned it in March before the assassination attempt. Whoa. And all this knowledge, and they didn't do anything. Okay, all this coming out. Chickens have come home to roost. Your A squared is cooked. Yeah, I'm just going to say your ass cooked. All the evil out there, your ass is cooked. All right. Don't forget to smash like, comment, share, subscribe to my channel. Really share this video, guys. Thank you so much. And I'm going to ask you all to get me at least 10 new subscribers, each of you watching right now. People that not only subscribe, they got to hit all notifications and watch my videos, preferably to the end, and plus like and all the things. Thank you so much for joining me today. You all be blessed. Love God, your families, these United States of America. And as I always say, march on, warriors. Good night, everybody. You all be blessed.